So by the time this video is out, we will have entered into the voting phase for the creature vote for Valguero. Right now the submission phase is still going on, but it already seems like we already have our top 10 creatures. So in today's video, I'll be doing what I've done in the past and put all these creatures on a tier list. I'll be ranking them based on 3 major things. Do we have a creature like this? Does this creature fit very well on the map? And most importantly, my personal opinion. I'm not going to fully include what all these creatures could do based on their abilities, since not all the abilities in the submission will be included. But what I will include is the main theme or the main gimmick the creature has. For example, the Shastasaurus was submitted as the living submarine, and that's what we got. Also, these rankings will go from F, from a creature I don't like, I don't see fitting the map, and wondering how it even got in the top 10, to S being the ones I really like and would love to see be added to Arc. But with that all of the way, let's get to the rankings, starting at C tier, since I think overall all the picks have been pretty decent. First dino I have is the Aerial Titan. Now this creature I think is pretty cool overall. I like how intimidating it looked, and the idea of having an eye pattern on its wings is something cool and what we really don't have in Arc. The only thing that makes it lower on me on the ranking is that it's a flyer. I personally don't think a flyer fits very well for Valguero. A glider, sure, that could make sense for Valguero, but I don't know how I feel about a flyer, especially one this big, since the last 2 votes we got was one large aquatic creature and one large land creature. But overall, I still kind of like the Aerial Titan. Last on C tier is the Cryodragon, a creature I have similar feelings towards, such as the Aerial Titan, mainly that it's a flyer. I'm not really interested in a flyer on Valguero, but also its gimmick is kind of lacking to me. It being a giant flyer that control ice. Now that does sound pretty cool that a giant prehistoric dino can control ice, but ice is really used a lot in Arc when it comes to elemental powers. So I think if we were to get a new creature with an elemental power, I would rather have something more that we really don't have, like plant manipulation, or some we don't have much in Arc. Now that being said, I don't think the Cryodragon is a bad creature, and honestly I hope it returns for the Valguero Vote, because I really think it could fit very well on that map. Now to B tier. First dinosaur in B tier is Coelophysis. For it being the only shoulder pad creature in the top 10, I think this guy is really cool. With it being a creature you can remotely control and also being able to use mutation chances already got me interested in this creature. However, what makes it not higher up for me is when it comes to a creature for Valguero, and I'm just not feeling it for this one. I kind of feel like this creature should be something like the Gigantoraptor, a dinosaur that can be found in different maps and not exclusive to just one. It just also doesn't scream 100% Valguero to me, so if they ever did a creature vote for any map, I think I would probably put this guy a lot higher up. Last in B tier is the Dasmatosaucus. Now when it comes to unique creatures in the top 10, this creature and one other creature I have in S tier takes the cake. I don't think we have anything like this creature in Arc, so this guy has already earned some bounty points for me. It does have the neat concept of it being an anti-flying creature, with it having a missile saddle, and also it can help grow crops faster. But this creature falls in the same category as the Coelophysis. That is, I don't think when it comes to map-wise, this guy fits very well with Valguero. I'm not sure what map this guy would fit very well in. Maybe Fjordur or Crystal Isles for the anti-flyer part of this creature's concept could fit better in those maps. Now to A tier. First for A tier creature I have is the Echinoix, or for what I'm just going to refer to as the cheetah. Now this creature in the past I haven't been the most liking to, for 2 main reasons. One, I wasn't really interested in adding a new feline to Arc, and 2, besides Ragnarok, most of the maps it was submitted just kind of didn't suit well to me. But now it's back for his last run for Valguero, and I'll say it fits pretty well. This guy would be a good creature to run around the map, and I do think the design this guy has is pretty cool. I can't say I would be upset if this guy claims a Valguero as its home. Next I have is the Megaraptor. Now, the Megaraptor's design is really cool, and I can see this guy fitting well in this map. The only thing that makes it not an S tier for me is what it is. That is that if this creature was added, it would feel a little bit redundant to me. Since we already have the Deinonychus in the map, adding another raptor or theropod creature just feels kind of just like we're doing the same thing to me. Like, I wouldn't be interested in adding a new bird creature on Fjordur or a sauropod on Lost Island. I'd rather have something different than the creatures that are exclusive on that map. But this creature is still overall pretty cool. Next creature is the Pentaceratops, a creature I think is really cool and something we are lacking in Ark, that being Ceratopses. I think the idea of having a big battling ram creature just to charge at other creatures or for PvP uses into other bases is really cool. I think this guy would be a cool addition to Ark, but for Valguero it's kind of iffy for me. I think this guy would be better off suited for other maps maybe, or just be a creature that can be found in a few other maps and not just one. Last for A tier is Tanystropheus. This guy would be a creature that can fire projectiles that can have different effects and will be Ark's bio sniper. Now this is really a cool creature and I would like to see him added in Ark. And Valguero is still kind of iffy for me since this guy is a semi-aquatic creature and Valguero doesn't have that much water to work with. But since this guy is not fully water dependent, it would still be a useful thing to have. And the idea of having different types of spits for different useful effects sounds pretty cool. Now to S tier creatures. The first creature I have in S tier is the giant stick bug. Now this guy's really cool and I'm always down to add new bugs to Ark since I personally don't think we have enough in the game. Also if this guy won, this would be our first ever herbivore bug, something that we have, and no, the Agatina doesn't count since it's not really a bug. But besides the uniqueness this guy would bring into the game, it could also camouflage itself. Another thing we don't have much in Ark as trees, and also be able to climb up the walls on the map. I think this guy would be a perfect addition to Valguero since I personally don't see any other maps this guy would fit very well in. Last creature we have is the Xenoceratops. This guy is really cool, it being a new Ceratops, but it will also be able to control lightning, which we don't have many creatures that can do in Ark. This could also be used in interesting ways, but for this concept it has it being more of a supporting dino, which the idea of using lightning in a more supportive way instead of in an aggressive way is a very neat idea. Now there's definitely an argument if this dino fits Valguero very well, but I still think it's a good creature and would absolutely love to see this guy get added into the game. But that's my ranking for the top 10 creatures for Valguero, and what do you think? Do you agree with my ranking or no? Let me know down in the comments below, but most importantly, let me know what creature you want to see, or was there a creature that you wanted to see make it into the top 10, because I sure have one. But that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, definitely appreciate seeing the next one. Peace out, and have a good one.